Hey guys, it's Jasmine, your brow expert, and I'm your brow expert because I've been doing eyebrows for, over 20 plus years. And I have been blessed to work at the Anastasia Beverly Hills Salon, along with working with the queen of eyebrows herself for, many years. So I've learned quite a bit from her. And so I guess I can say I'm a bit of an expert, right? Because, when you work with someone that good, well, it could only make you better. And I'm here to teach you everything that I know about eyebrows. And today's just gonna be a really quick tip on how to get your brows lighter than you initially planned, right? Sometimes you put that eyebrow color on the pencil or powder, or even pomade for that matter, and you're like, oh my God, it's a little too dark. And so I'm here to show you guys how to make it lighter. And I typically wear my eyebrows lighter than you see me wear them, right? When I teach you guys or give you tips, I'm always gonna use dark colors because my goal is to show you guys shapes. That is, I think, the hardest thing to get from your eyebrows, right? The best shape for your face. Okay, so I'm gonna use powder on one side and pencil on the other just to show you guys that it doesn't really matter what product you use. It really matters on how much pressure that you apply on your eyebrows, how much color you get. So I'm just gonna go for it and use a dark color. I'm gonna use Perfect Pencil, and it's called Granite. Just the name alone tells you how dark it is, right? But a couple of tricks. I'm gonna go ahead and use the right eyebrow with this pencil. And the trick is to outline the eyebrow first. Of course, the marking of your eyebrows is the pinch of your nose straight up and down. This is where you know the front of your eyebrows is. Your arch is the same thing, pinch of your nose, and then right in that angle over your iris is the arch of your eyebrow, and then at the side of the nose, corner of the eye, and this is where you know where your eyebrows end. Okay, so when I say to outline, I mean just kind of, if you already have some hair there, or you're in a time crunch and you already drew your eyebrows, but you want to make it a little fuller, you could always go around the eyebrow that you just drew or have. And so when I like to make my brows a little fuller, so I'm just barely penciling in my eyebrows. See, you guys can just know that I am just barely touching my eyebrows. Okay, so now I'm getting to the end. This is where I can go a little darker. So I'm just applying a heavier pressure right over the end of my eyebrow. And you notice that the pressure is going out and not go straight down. I don't usually like my ends of the eyebrow to go down. I like them a little bit more out, so that way I get a lift. Okay, so I'm applying the heavier pressure in the end of the eyebrow. Notice that I'm not really going in the front of the eyebrow first, because your first pressure is always the heaviest and you tend to go a little darker. So that way your ends can be dark. It always can be a little darker. I think I like that ombre look. I think some of you guys do as well. So you just want to apply that heavy pressure, and you know that outline you created, you're going forwards, middle, and then up in the front of the eyebrow. And then right around here, you can just kind of, again, I'm barely touching my eyebrow hair or skin. On my eyebrow, it's skin, but I'm just going right over. And then again, I'm just going up in the front. That's when I start going lighter, meaning lighter pressure. And if you end up going a little darker than you like, that's okay, because, the brilliant technology and artistry of brow products, especially ours, there's that spoolie brush. So you just want to comb over that hair. I'm mainly focusing on combing up in the front and not so much in the end of the eyebrow. So that way the front is lighter, and then it just gets darker and darker as you get to the end of the eyebrow. How's that look? Pretty good, right? Okay, so now for the left side of my eyebrow, I'm going to use our powder called Ebony. Again, I'm going darker colors just to show you guys how, first of all, to show you guys how, if you can see my eyebrows, you can see the shade, the lighter to the dark, so that's important. Now, the Anastasia Beverly Hills powders have the two shades, the lighter and the darker. I like to use the darker first, just because I'm using the end of the eyebrow first, right? Front of the eyebrow, right in the pinch of the nose, corner, that's my arch, and then the end right here. Okay, so I'm outlining, again, same technique, I'm using the powder, but I'm also just, again, using a very light pressure to outline the eyebrow, going up and then going below. So that way I get a full eyebrow look, okay? Now I'm getting some more color, and I'm just gonna use the end of my eyebrow, apply at the end of the eyebrow. So that way, again, it's nice and dark. As I'm going to the middle, it's getting lighter and lighter. If you can get more color if you need to. Go on the lighter side this time, but you can also just go back. Don't apply the pressure right up in the front. Apply the brush towards the end again, and then work your way up towards the front. Again, it's light pressure, and it's much lighter than I applied it towards the end of the eyebrow. So up in the front, and now I'm just kind of doing this, or I'm just using the brush to do these little lines up in the front. And that's pretty much it. And now with these brushes, it also has that spoolie brush. So it's really important to comb up in the front and then just go lighter as you go towards the end of the eyebrow. Again, you don't want the ends to be too light, but you want the fronts to be, right? Okay, so I've done that, and then I've just kind of take away my little marks here and there. Okay, so what do you think? It's not that dark, right? And it makes a lot more sense. So just remember, first application is always your heaviest and your darkest. You want to start towards the end first, work your way up to the front, apply very little pressure. You can always apply more pressure, but just towards the end of the eyebrow, really lightly. And of course, the best invention ever, the spoolie brush, because that really just tone down the color, and it actually spills the color in and around the eyebrow so it looks more blended. Okay, I hope that helps, and I hope you guys are subscribing, right? And yeah, share this with anyone you know that makes their eyebrows a little darker. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys right back here. Bye.